Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Skylines. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Rose leads the human spaceship fleet against the alien spaceship fleet in this sequel to the previous film. The aliens, known as harvesters, are aboard the mothership Armada, which is orbiting the moon. Rose, however, freezes before she can fire after bursting through enemy lines, and one of her ships is destroyed. Rose is forced to destroy one of her own ships when it gets caught in the crossfire as the Armada prepares to fire on Earth, sacrificing hundreds of her own troops in the process, but she succeeds in defeating the Armada. Rose flees after the fight, haunted by guilt, as mankind rebuilds over the next 5 years, living alongside billions of emancipated alien-human hybrids known as pilots. Rose lives in a tent city among the ruins of London 5 years after the conflict, dodging resistance forces headed by Leon on the lookout for her, and combating the aging effects of her hybrid nature, with the help of hyper-oxygenated blood infusions, made for her by her friend Dr. Mal. A viral pandemic attacks the pilots and anyone who uses transplanted pilot limbs, such as Huana, who lost both arms and a leg 15 years ago, while fighting the aliens. The virus consumes the pilots and returns them to their brainwashed state. Leon apprehends Rose and takes her to General Radford, who explains that the Armada's core drive warped to the harvester homeworld of Cobalt One just before Rose destroyed the ship. They only have a chance of saving the pilots if they use the Armada's core drive. Rose unwillingly agrees to undertake the mission after being reunited with her pilot adoptive brother Trent. The team's ship crashes at Cobalt One after colliding with an empty harvester vessel, leaving the ship on emergency power. Rose, Trent, Leon, Owens, and Alexei discover the planet littered with the carcasses of dead harvesters, as well as odd shadow creatures that look to be harvester mutations. Alexei is badly injured and kills the creatures with a pulse grenade, but the crew makes it to the Armada, where Rose is briefly taken by the matriarch, the harvester leader, who accuses the humans of coming to destroy her people. Trent assists Rose in breaking free from the matriarch's control, and Rose discovers that the matriarch's telepathic influence was the source of her freezing and subsequent problems with her talents. Rose embraces her talents and snatches the core drive, now that she is no longer afraid of who she is. Owens, on the other hand, betrays the others by infecting Trent with the virus and fleeing with the core drive. Rose and Leon steal an alien tanker to get away, only to discover that Radford had bombarded Cobalt One with a biological weapon prior to their arrival, the same virus that is afflicting the pilots on Earth. While Rose and Leon return to the ship, Radford uses the core drive to commit genocide against Cobalt One and the harvesters. When confronted by Rose and Leon, Radford explains that the virus was designed to calmly euthanize the pilots and destroy the harvesters, but it had the unexpected consequence of restoring the pilots to their brainwashed state. The matriarch, who has also boarded the ship, attacks, murdering Radford and vowing to destroy the Earth in retaliation. Owens, who is being monitored by Zhai, tries to attack Zhai after learning the truth about the virus, but Zhai repels Owens' attack on Leon and Rose. Owens is disintegrated when the ship enters a wormhole, while Trent knocks the matriarch in as well, although most of his body is disintegrated in the process. Mal is working on a remedy in the tent city on Earth, but the infected pilots attack before she can complete her tests. The locals, led by Mal, Kate, Grant, and a cured Huana, fight back and defeat the attacking pilots, losing Grant and several others in the process, only to have an army of tens of thousands arrive from London. Rose returns just in time, sucking all of the pilots into her ship and informing Mal that they now have the power to treat all of the afflicted pilots worldwide, thanks to Mal's cure and Rose's ship. In the aftermath, Mal saves Trent by transplanting his brain onto a new pilot body. Zhai breaks into Radford's personal files and learns the location of a prison where Radford can find everyone deemed a state adversary, including Rose and Trent's long-missing father Mark Corley. Rose sets a path for the prison with the intention of rescuing her adopted father,